Mr. Ham, meneer Ham,
Mr. J in the house.
how's it going?
Good, man. It was this morning. It started early with the Driekers fight,
Yeah, yeah,
which we enjoyed a lot.
yeah. It was a good fight. Yeah,
Because Driekers flipping well, he kicked his ass. Not
yeah,
kick his ass. He punched
proper,
and kicked his ass.
properly.
And then after that, I went and played a bit of golf. So you can see the bit of a redness on my face.
Nice,
So, but
nice.
all good. On your side?
It's been a challenging week. Um, it's been a challenging week. We'll get into that in a little bit, I guess. There's just one thing I want to do quickly. Ava?
I see someone in the background. Ah, it's your daughter.
My daughter.
Yes.
That's hi.
Hi.
I want,
Hello, how are you doing?
Good.
What's your name?
Emily.
Emily, that's a beautiful name. And you must say, hi, Facebook world.
hi, Vali. So I want to ask you a question. One question. Do you prefer, when Daddy drank a lot of alcohol juice?
Yes.
Do you prefer this dad or that dad? Without the alcohol juice or with the alcohol juice? This one?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to ask that question. Thank you.
That's awesome. See you, Emily.
Say bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Yeah, and that is actually where everything lies is that we create a picture in their minds. And the awesome thing is we can recreate that picture.
Yes. Yeah,
And
I just thought it was a good idea just to put it out there quickly.
that's cool. And you can see that that's a happy face, man.
Yeah.
I can see your happy face as well.
So yeah, how has my week been? It's been challenging. It's been mentally challenging. I've been in a bit of a battle with myself. Um, and that is due to, as you would know, when you're in that circle um, of drinking and just going through the motions, you get complacent and you get used to. I won't call it an average life, or maybe it is an average life, but you get used to, or you get complacent with what you have. You have a job that pays the bills. You have certain things in your life that you want. You have, but yeah, it's just once you move out of that, that you realize that this was really part of your life that was average, and suddenly you want to have more. You realize that was a phase, or you were stuck, so to speak, and now all of a sudden you want more, and your brain starts telling you need more, and so
What and what is more?
more more in it's in every sense, more financially more stable. Okay, let's take a step back. So the job that I've been doing for the last 20 years, IT, is a job that came up not through. I'm going to probably shoot myself in the foot here with future employers, but a job that's not.
What happens needs to happen.
Yeah, it didn't arrive from passion. It arrived from needing something to do, and at the time, heading into a direction that would set you up for the life that you wanted at the time, if that makes sense. So,
Does.
and I did. It's not that I hate IT. There's certain aspects of IT that I do find fulfilling.
Rewarding.
Fulfilling. It's just it's just not 100% your passion. And now that I've stepped out of that circle, I need or I want to find to work in my passion, to find more out of life. Um, And so I've been having this battle in my head of really, there's a part of me that really just wants everything to happen now. This,
Doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
then there's the other part of me that keeps telling myself, well, you've only been sober for 3 months. Have some grace. If you let it happen, and so that battle has been happening in my head for the last week. Yeah, so it's just it gets tiresome. But I'm
Can
sure.
I give you a bit of perspective?
Yeah, for sure.
So my journey is now almost 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay. In a way, there's things that
Pink drink.
I forgot about. Cheers. Real men can drink pink drinks.
Okay.
So I think every single person, I believe, is born with a passion or essence of being fulfilled in life. I think each and everyone has his own way how that picture looks. And I think maybe when we're younger or somewhere we have that picture in our mind, and as we get older, we go through adolescence and life happens. We maybe go on that road and then we're off that road. But I think somewhere in our case, we go down a road too far. So it means that, and especially when you start drinking more, it's as if you're losing that essence of you because you're not on the right road.
Yeah, that numbness.
And you're numbing it with the alcohol because that allows you to accept the average.
Yeah.
So it makes it okay or put you on that level where you don't think further. You just there in the moment looking at the next drink, doing your job or doing your duties, but nothing is to your full potential. So when you stop drinking and you starting to actually slowly but surely thinking about the future, starting to think, how am I going to build on from where we are now? You've got new energy, you've got clarity. Now it's like a storm that's coming and there's no, how am I going to use all of this energy of this thing, this excitement, whatever you want to call it?
Yeah.
Can I channel this to my passion? And unfortunately, there's no blueprint. And the only thing that I can say with certainty for you is time. You need to allow yourself the grace to experience all these ups and downs. And I can promise you now, JJ, that the more that you think about moving forward, the more that you are opening yourself for your passion or the essence of your dreams, you will see slowly but surely people, events, circumstances is going to slowly come into your life. And the cool thing is now, with the clarity in your mind, you're going to see that.
Yeah.
In the past, maybe those same opportunities, same people, same whatever came over your path, but you didn't look. Your eyes were shut. Now you have the awareness to understand that, but I'm asking for it. I'm allowing it to life to actually happen to me as it should have happened to me.
Yeah.
So now certain little things is gonna change around you, little by little, pleasing or pleasing. But the more that you're gonna go in it, you're gonna see it's like a puzzle that's being built. It's like little puzzles that's gonna be moved around. And as you go on that path, there's a little bit more excitement, a little bit of momentum.
Yeah.
And you're gonna speak to the right people. You're gonna get more in your exercising. You're gonna do a challenge. Then there's a shift. Every time, every month, a week, however your shifting is, there's going to be a shift physically, emotionally, and then also spiritually. That's the 3 pillars. So it's not only the body, it's the body, the mind, and the spirit.
Yeah.
And that's the three parts that you're going to work on. and the one is going to advance a bit, and the other one is going to be lag behind, but you're going to work on all three.
Mm.
So basically, all of those words that I've just said, I just want to tell you that you're okay. This is normal. And all that you need to do is just keep moving forward.
Yeah, it's there's something that you mentioned right at the start too, that when you become complacent and you are numbing, there's always that little voice there that's telling you or trying to tell you that you're not 100%. You're okay, and but there's something missing. There's something not right, and you ignore that voice and you tell it to go away, but it's there. It's 100% there.
So if I look a bit back always, I think we can call it self-sabotage.
Yeah.
So there was times in my life where you can call it a straight and narrow, like I was on the right path, moving forward, things are happening. But then I come to a crossroad where I know that I need to take that road, but then it's as if pressure or whatever you want to call it. I don't know yet what to call it. But then I self-sabotage.
Yeah.
And then all of those work that I put in, I go back again, start drinking again.
It's like you tell yourself you don't deserve that life, and you go back.
However that happens, I couldn't figure it out, but I did it. It's as if the responsibility of your gift or responsibility of your destiny is too big. I don't know if it's pressure or what it is and from where it's coming, but I self-sabotaged.
Yeah.
So since I started with stop drinking and started with the exercising, there was a lot of points like that. Because now the progress is escalating because of me escalating the way that I'm thinking. So all the good things comes, but with good, there's also bad, because that's just how life works.
Yeah.
And with all of that, there comes more responsibility. You're more accountable to your family, to business, to people, because the only way that you can grow is to involve more people, more friendships, more business. That's just how it happens. And then it comes to a stage is that you're still a half full glass because you're still in that baby phases, and then you want to retract again. So
I mean, there's with self-sabotage, there's probably things that go on a subconscious level that we're not aware of, things that we've seen in the past or witnessed in the past, or definitely like I can't tell you, but I think there's something that happens on a deeper level that influences behavior and causes you to self-sabotage.
And I can't tell you what's different now.
Yeah.
Because I had spells in the past where I was sober, where I stopped drinking.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you that exact moment when it goes down, but it's a slow going down. It's not like instant. It's again slowly. So when I made the decision here, I think it was a final decision.
Mm.
So it was that no matter what,
yeah,
I'm going to face whatever is coming. And I think once you open yourself for that road, it's like, everything that's happening now is the things that need to happen in order for you to face your past, face your demons, get into the new ways of doing things. Everything needs to happen. So I think I confided in myself and say that you need to trust yourself. Whatever you do now, and start listening to yourself, start listening to your gut, and then also allowing yourself to feel the past, feel the pain.
Yeah.
Just feel it.
But the magic is once you've crossed the breach.
It was like that.
Once you've crossed the breach, there's a switch that goes off in your mind, and you are instead of self-sabotaging, you are now wanting like every
Yeah, it's like a stepping stone.
yes.
You're like propelling that little jump, leap of faith.
Yeah, and now you want to be the best version of yourself, and you want to
Correct.
improve, and you want to, and you've got the tools to deal with the issues from the past and deal with things that come up, and when life happens and it doesn't go your way, you're not like when I was still drinking, it would be like a really hard thing to deal with, and then you would start drinking again. Whereas now it's not as hard. You just accept it for what it is, and with a clear mind, you come up with solutions.
And I like what you said is that now you want to. You feel the excitement through that little pain or that little thing that you're working through. It's like, oh, it's shit. And then you get through it and it's like a bit of relief, and you think, damn, let's go to the next one.
Yeah.
And then you go on, and then you wait for the next thing, because you need to work through those.
Yeah.
I call it layers. All of us have different layers that is built up over the past disappointments, pain, traumas, whatever.
Yeah.
So if you consciously understand where you are now and that you want to take back those layers, you would understand that each layer is going to have a pressure point or a pain point.
Yeah, and you also
And you need to be brave enough to understand it and accept it and be man enough to work through that emotional pain.
yes, you take responsibility where you didn't take responsibility before, and you trust yourself. There's a yeah, I mean, you start realizing that you can depend on yourself and your decisions, and it's hard to explain. I mean, that's the best I can do, but yeah.
And you are doing well.
Yeah, it's just a sense of
It's like you are like, yes, so the first year of my sobriety was a mess. Well, I can't remember that way, but I just feel that your one is a bit fast tracked. That's why I'm cautiously saying to you, just relax. But also I don't want to tell you to relax because it's exciting for you.
yeah.
But also, like you said, you need to be gracious with yourself.
Mm.
Because we feel that it's not fast enough. But that is again that instant gratification mentality. We want to see change now. So we want to do the work now and then see the reward now.
Mm.
It's the same when we drank. We had that reward now. The pain, whatever, it's gone.
Yeah.
So the thing with growth and progressing in the right direction, it's doing the work now and not seeing the result.
Sorry, I just took a big sip of-
Yeah, so that's the problem with this. It's maybe the work that you put in now that only see in a few months from now.
Yes.
But it's like building a snowball. It's momentum. And the
Yeah, I
thing is,
think
you don't start over again. It's like you build on that.
yeah, I think a lot of my frustration also comes down to, or the mental challenge is trying to find the passion. It's been hidden, it's been buried for 25 years, and now it's like, okay,
Right. And you want to find it in 3 months.
I want to find it now, today.
Doesn't work that way.
Yeah, so that's also a bit of a pain point. Not a pain point, but it works. It's you want
But
to
that's frustration. It's frustration.
Yeah.
Because you're excited taking on this new life and you don't know yet what the new life is. You know you want to be sober, but with that also comes who is the JJ in a year's time? Who is the JJ in 2 years' time? Where's JJ going to be in 5 years' time? So imagine you have all of this energy and built on it year to year. Where can you be in 5 years?
And I don't
What
know.
did we do in 20 years before that? It's always crazy. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, we need to go through those 20 years, but we can escalate our growth in our being in the next 5 years, we can change our whole life.
And I've only really known this JJ for 3 months. I've known the other JJ for a long time, but
So my question to you is, JJ, if we didn't go through this, would we be able to be in this position and actually fast forward our progress?
no. Is that a trick question?
No, it's not. You answered right. I think that I'm actually happy that it happened.
Yeah.
And that's the most awful thing to say, because it means that I'm saying I'm happy that I wasn't the husband, or I wasn't the father, or wasn't the friend, or I wasn't, but I'm happy where I'm now, because now I can actually contribute much more. Much, much, much more.
Well, if I had to fast forward 20, even 5 years, if I had to fast forward 5 years and I didn't stop where I stopped, things would have looked a lot different.
Same or worse.
A lot worse. I would have probably been by myself. My marriage would have gone to the rocks. I wouldn't have seen my daughter.
That's right.
I can't say what would have happened with my job. It's it's just a snowball. It wouldn't have looked good.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah,
So ain't you glad?
I am.
Yeah. And I think that's the main thing when you said in the previous episode, you just want to take somebody,
I was just
shake
thinking.
them and tell them, please,
Yeah, I was
please,
just thinking that. Yeah,
because you want whoever's struggling with addiction, or that's struggling with past, or struggling with everything, where they are onderdrukking their potential
yes,
and their dreams and their passion. You want to tell them, listen here, it doesn't need to be this way.
yeah, and hopefully we achieve this through our conversations. And like you say, it's everyone's on their own path. You can't force someone to do it. Maybe there's just a seed, like we plant the seed, and maybe the seed grows and it works. Because it really is a gift. And and the funny thing is, this is how life is supposed to be. You're not supposed to be drinking drinking all your problems away, and you're supposed to be sober. But it's been normalized to such a way where now being sober is the weird thing.
Yeah, but I feel that people slowly but surely starting to see that we need to start looking after our health.
Yeah,
We need to start forming that strong bonds in our marriages, where we are as men fulfilling our role, not as the dominant person, but as the loving person, that's the man of the house, that can be openly about things like this.
yeah,
And that is unashamed standing with your wife and your children as a unit, because I think things, it's so much better when you're in unity. And unfortunately, what alcohol addiction does, it splits that, because the one person with the addiction is alone, and the other person also is alone,
yeah,
because this person is walking away.
yeah, yeah.
It's a lonely battle for both.
Yeah, it's like I think we mentioned this last week. It's about that foundation, and when you drink, the foundation crumbles, and there's nothing you to build on really. It's just a constant shaking of the foundation. It's you can't build.
And all that I can say is that I'm an example of it. I'm a prime example of what can happen when, firstly, you kick the addiction away and acknowledging it, accepting it for what it was. And
Yeah.
then also, me and my wife, obviously, we needed to work through things post addiction.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's a lot of unresolved things that needed to be said, and conversations needed to be had, and there's a form of, on both sides, a bit of forgiveness. But now in the last 4 years, we're stronger as ever. We're like solid. And through this process, my wife has also grown. Because now I can stand with her, where she can start living her life and her passions, and slowly but surely she's also building on it.
Yeah.
And I think that's our role as a husband, to stand by our wife, to be herself.
Yeah. Everything heals when you stop drinking. Things just the puzzle become complete. Like you said, the puzzle pieces start falling together. The pieces starts working.
But then my question is it only us? Is it only us that goes through this? Or is other people drinking? Well, we are the only guys that went through this.
I don't know. I used to think
The other people that's also having the same struggles.
I used to think look at other people while I was drinking, and I would look at that person and I would go, that he's so successful. Like I can do that. I can do that in alcohol. Like if he does it, why can't I do it?
Yeah.
And it's like you say, I don't really know if they are, if that's just
We will never know until somebody starts speaking
Yes.
up.
Yeah.
And I think that's our main thing of this, is actually being and say, listen here, this is not a lone battle that you're fighting. This is actually it's not very unique. It's actually very common.
Yeah, I'm inclined to say that if you're drinking an alcohol, at the very least, something's gonna give. And at the very least, you playing with your health. If you manage to drink one drink a night, at the very least, it's a health thing because it disrupts all of your metabolic processes.
Yes.
So somewhere, for other people it might be bigger, for others it might be smaller, but something is going to give.
Yeah.
I think we've had a short conversation this week.
I think we're both tired. I think we can, like to say, we can call it.
Yeah.
I think we have spoken that both of us are a bit tired, physically and mentally.
Yeah.
Not all episodes like this is going to be
High energy.
firing high energy, because we're only human, and we're gonna have podcasts of episodes like this.
And this is just us. This is part of just being raw.
We don't prepare people.
We just pick up and we do this. Again, I probably sound like a broken record, but we need some comments. We need some topics to discuss.
So what me and JJ will organize in the next week or so, we're gonna get our first guests on. We've got I think we will gonna do another episode. And then after that one, we're gonna get our first guest on.
Have you already locked up someone?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good, Ewald. Thanks for the chat.
Cool. Like always, it's a pleasure. Like always, it's a privilege. I thank you and have an awesome day. I will have an awesome night.
Go get that rest. Cheers.
Ensa, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.